Well, hello Woodworking UK. Happy Friday. Didn't know what day it was there. So, following along from the video I did last week, I'm going to do a little basic cross-cutting today. So last week we did basic safety, which is chain break, chain guard, you know, things like that, general how to hold. What I'll do is I'll do a little practical today for you so you can actually see how to cross-cut. Now, to cross-cut is pretty simple. Cross-cutting's the easiest one. Ripping takes a little bit more skill and a little bit more... It's not so much skill, you just got to, if you've got a straight eye you'll be okay. But anyway, so we'll do a bit of cross-cutting today. I have set up some wood, and what I'll do is... I'll show you what I'm doing. Hang on. So here we are, we've set up some wood. We've got some wood here which is nice, just sitting to the cross-cut. Nice big bit of oak there. Don't think we want to be cutting that up today. Yeah, so this is, it's only small, nice and easy to cross-cut, okay? What we'll do is we'll set up the saw, I'll show you what's going on, and we'll take it from there. So, hi guys, here we are, ready, okay? In front I have a little log, and what we're going to do for cross-cutting is have the saw, chain brake on, okay? Don't know if you can see me, but hopefully. Chain brake on. And what we're going to do is, we don't cut with the tip of the saw, okay? You cut with the saw as close to the wood as possible, okay? That's one of the keys of cross-cutting. Never try to reach out. I'll show you here. Yep, never try to reach out. So when you're cross-cutting, obviously we'll be doing it two-handed because I'm holding the phone. I mean, never, you don't cross-cut like that, okay? Never like that. It's got to be the machine sitting tight. That's the whole point of it. The machine's to sit tight with a log, okay? So we can do some cross-cutting from there, and we'll go with that and see. Okay, so here goes. Ear defenders on, visor down, chain brake on. Okay, as you can see from there, it's pretty simple. So here we are back in the workshop. Struggled to find a way of holding my phone, so then hopefully this makes it a bit easier for you as well, okay? So as we were speaking outside, cross-cutting. Position your saw, piece of wood. You want it parallel to the saw when you cut. So you're always cutting a square edge. If you want angles, but that's the best way to learn. Same as you would do with a handsaw, learn how to work parallel to your workpiece, okay? Hopefully you can see this, I'm going to back it. Yeah. So, you're cutting, obviously. Chain brake off, saw is running. Start it on the edge of the piece of wood, but not touching the piece of wood. Obviously don't put your fingers near. So don't start it there, okay? Chain brake off. You would then return back to here, and as you rev, start getting the chain spinning a little bit, and then just load it onto the piece of wood, okay? See how the back leg, taking the weight, that's the leg it's pushing, on a pivot in action, okay? Front leg, on this side, well away, if you're left-handed obviously, you'll be that side, majority of it's always right-handed, okay? So you start it up, and you start to lower it onto the piece of wood, as I showed you in the video earlier. You're dropping it down, load it into the cut, okay, then bring the saw down and drop down. So what you want to do is do a pendulum action. So you've got a piece of wood, yeah, you've got a piece of wood here. So as you cut, go down, bring the saw back, cut down. It's the easiest way. You can go a straight cut if you like. If you feel confident and your bar's big enough, no problem at all, straight cuts. To start to learn, you'll automatically want to pull it you know, the saw will pull into the wood. That's why you don't cut at the tip of the bar. So it'll always continue to pull into the pieces of wood. So if you're sitting there like that with the saw, you start it revving, you then lower it into the piece of wood. If you try and start it when it's touching the piece of wood, you won't get it because you have too much friction. You need to get it to move first before you then in turn move the blade to the piece of wood, okay? So you're down, you're cutting across, and then lower down into the piece of wood. Start off at an angle, straighten the saw up, lower down in. That way you always know where the tip's doing, okay? Because what you want to do is make sure nothing is anywhere near the end of that bar on the other side. That's where you'll get kicked back, okay? If you're touching down there and it touches that, the way it's moving, it'll jump, and then what it'll do is it'll probably kick a little bit. This arm locked, pushing against it. That's your pivot point. This pivots. Don't pivot, pivot. Okay? So that one remains locked and tight. So you've always got a good grip with that one. That can not let go, but to loose to an extent. So then you can cut in. So as remember, starting up, down in, lower down. If you've got a big piece of wood, obviously cut halfway, roll the log over, and then cut through the other half. Easier way, you can actually use the top of the saw then to cut through the kerf that you've already made. So yeah, that's basic cross cutting. I hope you find it useful. Any questions, give me a shout. I'll try and edit all these things together and try and do what I can for you. Any questions, give me a shout. If not, we'll see you on the next video. See you all later now. Bye.